Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us here at Japan House London. My name is Simon Wright. I'm the Director of Programming here at Japan House London. And thank you for joining us for this very special event, which explores the world of Kabuki costume. Today, in addition to our in-person audience we have here inside the hall at Japan House London, we also have a virtual audience on Zoom, YouTube, Facebook, X, and LinkedIn. So a warm welcome to everybody who is viewing us from home. A recording of this event will be made and archived later on our social media platforms. So tonight's event coincides with the exhibition Kabuki Kimono, the costumes of Bandō Tamasaburō V, at the Ashmolean Museum in Oxford. And the exhibition presents 6 spectacular costumes belonging to one of the most acclaimed contemporary Kabuki actors, Bandō Tamasaburō V. There are costumes showing a range of elaborate textile techniques, such as weaving, dyeing, or embroidery, and reflect a wide variety of roles and celebrated theatre career of Bandō Tamasaburō himself. This event, this evening, features special guests Ōkubo, Hiroyoshi, Sakaguchi Midori, and Watanabe Kento, who will tell us more about Kabuki costumes and demonstrate kitsuke, the technique of dressing kimono. And lastly, after the demonstration, there will be an opportunity for guests to ask questions. Questions are welcome from guests here in Japan House London and also online on Zoom. And you could submit your questions there by using the Zoom question and answer function. Will you please join me, first of all, in welcoming Ōkubo, Hiroyoshi, Sakaguchi Midori, and Watanabe Kento. Thank you. Before we start, I will give you a brief introduction to our 3 demonstrators today. Ōkubo Hiroyoshi comes from a family of craftspeople specializing in costume making for classical Japanese dance. He started learning classical dance at the age of 3, and at the age of 14, he was certified by the Soukei Fujima School. He has performed dances on a number of stages, including the National Theatre of Japan. And since March 2002, he's been involved in the making, maintenance, management, and dressing of Kabuki costumes. And he has worked on costumes for numerous classical and new Kabuki productions. Currently, as a classical dance costume designer, he is working on the preservation and development of this art form. Please, thank you, Ōkubo-san. And we also have Sakaguchi Midori, who was born into a family of no performers of the Kansei school. And she first appeared on stage at the age of 3 and graduated from the Department of Traditional Japanese Music of Tokyo National University of Fine Arts and Music, majoring in no theater. As a student, she received the Ataka Prize, awarded to students with outstanding academic achievements. And she has also received a master's degree in performing arts from Goldsmiths at the University of London. And after graduation, she has been involved in numerous no and Kabuki performances in Japan and abroad, as well as in the promotion of classical performing arts. Thank you very much, Sakaguchi-san. And we also have Watanabe Kento. Thank you. And since graduating from Akita International University and the National University of Singapore, he has been involved in more than 100 performances each year for Kabuki actor Ichikawa Danjuro. In recent years, he has successfully staged performances throughout Japan as stage manager for Ichikawa Danjuro and other living national treasures such as Bandō Tamasaburō V. He is familiar with all aspects of Kabuki stage craft, including working with the craftspeople and all other staff members involved. And he is responsible for the on-site and administrative work leading up to the opening of each Kabuki performance. Thank you very much, Watanabe-san. Thank you. So thank you very much. Our 3 guests will lead you through today's demonstration, and there will be interpretation from Japanese to English by Mihoko Ogawa-Higgins. Thank you very much. Ōkubo-san, Sakaguchi-san, Watanabe-san, thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
はい。それではまず私の方よりこちらに飾ってある衣装について簡単にお話しさせていただきます。
First of all, I'd like to explain the costume displayed here.
こちらは坂東玉三郎さんが過去の文献をもとに再現された衣装の中の一つでございます。
This kimono is designed by Bandō Tamasaburō V. He studied the archive material of the design book, and then he extracted some design from the archive onto this design.
はい、もちろん歌舞伎の実際の舞台でも何度も使用されております。
Of course, this costume has been used quite frequently on the stage.
名称は打掛と申しまして、一番上に羽織る上着でございます。
So this is called uchikake and then considered as a top coat.
紫のシュスに、クジャクとボタンが刺繍されております。
So as you can see, there is a purple background and then embroidery of peacock on the top and then flower on the bottom.
このクジャクとこの曲線的な羽、これはすべて金糸でできております。
So peacock itself and also the feathers are used made of gold thread.
そこにこのボタンが全体の彩りを与えております。
So, and on the bottom, as you can see, there are different colors of peonies, and then they are the additional decoration to the peacock.
ボタンは日本で百花の王と呼ばれておりまして、他のどの花よりも豪華であるとされております。
Peony is called hyakka no o, which is like top of the flowers. So that's why he used this flowers as a top, the motif of design of this kimono.
このボタンですとかクジャクの胴体、少し膨らんでいるのがお分かりになりますでしょうか。
I'm not sure you can see it, but those peonies and also the peacock, you can see a little bit like a padded the surface.
これは中に綿を入れて、膨らみを持たせることで、全体をより豪華に見えるような工夫がされております。
So those peonies and the peacocks, they are puffed up with a cotton bud, and then it gives the three-dimensional features, and then that again gives the more like a decorative features on the kimono.
これだけ刺繍の多い作品になりますと、各パーツごとに分業で、作られることも非常に多くございます。
Kimono with such a decorative embroidery, usually it has got different parts and then those made by different timing.
しかしこちらは一人の職人さんがおよそ1年かけて一つ一つ丁寧に縫い上げたものでございます。
So sometimes each part might be made by different craftsmen, but in this case, all the pieces are made by one craftsman.
一人で全てを行うことで、手の癖などが統一されますので、一つの作品としてはより良いものに仕上がるわけでございます。
So by just having the fact that the one craftsman making this kimono, that makes this kimono very coherent aesthetic value onto the surface, and also it catches the really like some craftsman has got some kind of like a tendency, and that tendency will continue throughout the kimono.
歌舞伎の衣装というのは役柄を強調するためや舞台映えするようにさまざまなアレンジがされております。
So for the Kabuki costume, in order to give like a strong characterization to the performer, there are different types of the designs on the kimono.
このように大胆な色使いにするですとか豪華な刺繍、また こんな太い、綿が入っている裾など、形をデフォルメしたものなどが非常に多くございます。
So in order to make this kimono as a stage costume, such as like big embroidery on the top, and also the heavy rim on the bottom, and also the very striking color combination on the background, and also flowers or like a top and the bottom, that gives this costume make it like a proper stage costume, not kimono itself.
ですので、我々が着ているこの着物とは全く別のものに見えるのではないでしょうか。
So therefore, it looks totally different from his plain kimono to the stage costume.
着付けの仕方も普通の着物と舞台衣装では少し変わってきますので、今日はそのあたりご覧いただければと思います。
So obviously the dressing style would be different, and then I would like to demonstrate that side of the differences by just comparing and contrast with the normal kimono and then stage costume today.
では、着付けのパフォーマンスをこれから始めていきたいと思います。
So I would like to start the demonstration of the kimono, the costume.
Thank you very much, Ōkubo-san. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's demonstration. My name is Kento Watanabe. And first of all, please allow me to introduce my kimono. This is called Tatsuke Bakama. So the black is considered as invisible on the stage of Kabuki. So I'm wearing black jacket. And as you can see, my socks, special socks called tabi, is also black. And as you can see, the bottom of my trouser is tied up around my ankle so that I can move freely on the stage. And this is called seta, and it's Japanese style sandal. If I'm wearing this on the stage, I can easily hop onto the stage and off the stage. Ōkubo-san, 準備はよろしいですか? Okay. So please, I would like to invite Shotaro-san on the stage. Shotaro-san, どうぞお願いいたします. Please give him a round of applause. So from now, he is going to transform to Fuji Musume, the wisteria maiden. And Fuji Musume is one of the how to say popular, one of the most popular female leading role in Kabuki dance. Could you change to the yes, thank you. This is the picture of Tamasaburō Bandō on the stage of maybe Yachiyuza in the very, very old theater in Kumamoto Prefecture. It's in Kyushu. はい。では、翔太郎さん、どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。So I'll give mic to Ōkubo-san. Ōkubo-san、よろしくお願いいたします。
お願いいたします。では、早速始めていきたいと思いますが、始める前にまず1点だけ、本来は肌着の状態から始めてまいりますが、今日はお客様の前ですので、お洋服の上からちょっと失礼いたします。
So usually, before I start dressing, usually the people wear underwear. But today, because it's in public event, he's wearing t-shirts and then trousers.
はい。ではまずこちら、中に綿が入っていて、布団と申します。
So this is called futon. Inside there is cotton, and it's quite puffed up.
はい、舞台衣装は非常に、重くて、大きいので、着崩れをしないように体型を補正するものでございます。
So stage costume is very heavy and big. So just normally wearing like a kimono, that wouldn't work. Therefore, his body needs to puffed up with the futon, in order to fix the shape of the kimono throughout the performance.
はい、では始めてまいります。
So let's start.
翔太郎さん、 Have you ever wear kimono before? This is your first time wearing kimono?
Um, it's going to be my first time, but I wore jinbei, which should be worn by male. Male, yes.
Thank you. So not many Japanese people wear kimono in daily life.
Yeah, so jinbei is like a very casual style of kimono, which is you wear it after bath or after shower. So it's kind of like a room wear. So he just worn that jinbei before.
When or what kind of occasion did you wear jinbei? Is it during a festival or like daily life?
Yeah, as you asked me, I remember wearing the jinbei for Japanese festival.
In summer. So jinbei.
Summer
So
wear.
the jinbei is worn by male, but maybe yukata is worn by female.
はい。では続いてこちら見てください。これが裾よけと申します。
This is called the susoyoke.
そしてこちらが半襦袢と申します。
This is called hanjuban.
どちらも下着のイメージでございます。
So both of them are considered as underwear.
まずはこちらから裾よけから着付けていきます。
So I will start with the susoyoke.
巻きスカートのように着付けていきます。
So this is like tied up skirt.
ないですか？
So he's asking that whether it's tight or not tight.
ちょっと
And then he said, tight. Quite tight.
続いて半襦袢になります。
So just starting with second one is hanjuban.
でしょうか?
So his question is that whether usually this underwear is divided into two parts, top and bottom.
いつも分かれておりません。これは舞台衣装ですので、わざと二部式になっております。
So usually it's one piece. However, this is divided. In this case, the top and bottoms are separated because it's stage costume underwear.
なぜならこの方が動きやすく着崩れがしづらいからでございます。
So because it is easier for actor to move around and also prevent kimono from disfiguring.
着物というのは右前と申しまして、本人の右が先に合わせて次に左を合わせていきます。
So usually in kimono dressing, the right hand side, migimae means migimae. So right hand side comes first and then left one comes second.
小川さん、通訳をお願いしたいんですけれども、
はい。
右前じゃなかった場合、例えば左が前になった場合は、死に装束と言いまして、死んだ方が着る着物は左が前になるんですね。
So I have to talk about a bit dark side of kimono. So we just talked about right, migimae, so which starts from right and then come to the left. But however, there is a word called hidarimae. So this means left first and then the right second. But in this particular occasion, it is actually for the dress for the deceased. So that's particularly for the funeral purposes. So if somebody made a mistake, and then that's particularly for the big occasion, and then that's very so you have to be very careful.
Please be careful if you're wearing kimonos.
はい、皆さんちょっとこちらをご覧いただけますでしょうか。
So if you look at the neck,
女性 女性の役の場合は、ここ襟を抜くと申しまして、うなじが少し見えるようにすることで、女性らしさを表現しております。
So can you see the back? Everybody, can you see? So there's like a quite gap between his neck and also his collar. So that means it tried to show the back of the neck more openly. So it shows the femininity to the dressing.
はい、じゃあ続いて。こちら、引き着と申します。
That's called hikigi.
裾を引いてきますので、非常に丈が長くなっております。
So basically, the hiku means like a pull or draw. So the hikigi means when he wears this kimono, he let his bottom go on the floor.
はい、じゃあ手を入れてください。
大久保さん、このあたりで半分ぐらいは行きましたでしょうか？
はい、ちょうど半分ぐらいでござい
So
ます。
this is halfway through.
Good news to Shotaro-san. This is the halfway through.
So good.
Can you hear what he said? Yeah, so glad.
Is it heavy? Shotaro-san.
It's actually quite tight.
So I think
I can't really breathe properly.
mm,
Because, yeah, it's like wearing clothes.
すぐ向いててくだ
it's
さい。
so tight so that he can't breathe properly. That's my problem at the moment.
So, Kabuki actor usually dance for about 30 to 45 minutes with this kimono, the costume. So, as you can see, Tamasaburō-san is like very hard worker. Mm.
I think we talked about that weight of this kimono. So I think when it's full scale,
Full scale,
it's something like we are talking about like 30, 40
40 kilo.
kilos in total, including headpiece. So I think he's becoming halfway through.
Halfway through to
Fujimusume,
Fujimusume.
we believe. Can you see the wisteria? Yes, yes, yes.
So, Shotaro-san, how do you feel now?
Speechless.
I feel I become something completely different.
You are.
Yeah, but I can't really see the overall scale. So
Okay,
I
okay.
don't really understand what is really going on, especially on the bag.
Mm.
Yeah, and it's quite heavy on this so-called inside.
He mentioned an interesting thing, like Tamasaburo-san also mentioned that when he's on the stage wearing costume, he cannot see the back or his costume. But if it's on this hanger,
In an eco, like a hanger.
he can see and how beautiful his costume is, and he was very happy to see his kimonos
Displayed.
displayed.
Okay, let's go to this bit.
こちら、振り帯と申します。
So this is called a free obi.
ベルトのような役割をいたします。
So this obi will function as like a belt.
はい、では結んでいきます。
Shotaro-san, this is the last stage, so
はい、
please hang it on.
ちょっとこもっていただけますか。
So it's for now, it's been about 10 to 15, 10, like 13 minutes. But 大久保さん、いつもだったらだいたいどれぐらいの時間で藤娘の衣装は完成するんでしょうか? So I'm asking, how long does it take to
dress up,
dress up
dress
in-
actor as a 藤娘。
藤娘?
普段、歌舞伎俳優さんの場合は10分かからずに完成いたします。5分少々かと思います。
So it will take like less than 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. So today, because it's a demonstration, so he's working quite slowly to show the all the process.
But don't you think it's very fast? Like in 5 minutes, the actors are dressed up with to Fuji Musume.
And also how pressured he is behind the scene. So
Are you okay? Are you getting blue?
Yeah, I think I'm fine.
You're
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
Thank
okay.
you.
大崎
I think
どうぞ
I think this is becoming very final part.
Amigo-san, I had a good question.
Yes.
Good question from this gentleman. How many people are involved in dressing up this Fuji Musume? Like typically.
藤娘を着せるときに大体どれぐらいの人数の着付けの方が揃いますか？
2人ですぐできます。
Just two.
はい、最後にこちら、しごきと申しまし
This is
て、
the last piece, and that's called the shiroki.
はい、腰に締める帯の一種でございます。
So that's like a tied around the waist. Or hip, I should say.
大久保さん、しごきはなぜそこ使うんでしょうか？帯とは違うんでしょうか？ I'm asking, so why is he using shigoki? Is it different from the obi? Or is it?
なんか、このしごきの役割を教えていただけますか？
はい、しごきはですね、ちょっと待ってくださいね。
he said, just hang on a minute.
はい、しごきはですね、踊っているときに、帯がずれないため、また、よいしょ、前を見てください。着崩れもしづらくなります。そして、
いいか切っていい。So しごき is kind of like a supporting belt, underbelt.
そして、もし、裾を引いて邪魔なときは、これを中に突っ込むことで、裾を引かずに外を歩けるという。
So in the case that he has to pull up the bottom and then edge, and then he can sort of tuck in the kimono into that shigoki. Therefore, it's like decorative function and also protective function, and also actually like hanger, kind of like a hook kind of function.
はい、こちらで藤娘の完成
So
と。
that's a completion of a Fujimusme.
せっかくですので、ポーズでも撮ってみますか。
So let's pose as a Fujimusme.
いかがですか。やってみますか。じゃあ
So
まず、
Ōkubo-san will demonstrate how to pose Fujimusme, and then the Shotaro-san will follow.
反対側も持ってください。 はい、そうです。じゃあまず、右の足を前に出してください。はい。内股にしてください。はい、はい。そのまんま、腰を落としてください。お尻を出さないようにそのまま落としてください。あ、はいはい。
So he said like, don't stick your bum out,
手を
just go down that way.
はい、どっちでもいいですよ。じゃあ最後にあっちに首を曲げて、あちらに。かわいい二つ目の完成でござい
Photo
ます。
time, photo time.
Borderline. I don't think he.
Please stay for like 5 seconds.
Okay, this
Okay,
is
are you
quite
okay?
tough.
You guys okay?
This is very, very tough.
I did this in the rehearsal, but it's very, very hard to stop in that pose.
Okay.
じゃあ次行きましょう。
Okay.
Thank you very much, Shoda-san. Please give it a round of applause.
ゆうきさんですか？ゆうきさんです。
So next, we would like to invite Miyuki-san to the stage. Thank you, Miyuki-san, dozo. And from now, she's going to transform to Kagami-jishi. It's a legendary lion. And I think some of you have seen like this picture, like with a lion shaking their hair left to right. And it's very popular.
And those are dramatic.
Dramatic play in Kabuki. はい、それでは、大久保さん、ゆきさん、どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
では、それではさっきと同じように、まずは布団を使って体の補正をしていきます。
So I will repeat a similar process as you saw earlier. So using a futon to make up the shape.
Yuki-san, is this your first time wearing kimono? Have you ever worn a kimono before?
I have actually. In Kyoto, when I was with my family, we did the Maiko experience. So where they dress you up head to toe with the wig and I think the obi was 10 meters long. So it was all quite heavy. And that was my first experience, but I'm told that this might be a bit heavier. So
It's a bit heavy,
we'll
I think. Thank you. Shoda-san, are you okay? If you feel uncomfortable, please let me know.
Raise your hand.
Raise your hand.
Raise your hand.
太郎さん、後ろの帯が潰れております。
So he telling the Shotaro-san off that he's pushing his belt back. So it's like already he's disfiguring his work of art.
はい、今度は女性が男性の強い役を演じますので、布団もちょっと力強くなるように多めに入れております。
So in this time that the female person is going to be a quite strong male figure, therefore he's adding more like a futon, the padded piece onto her body.
はい、それでは次こちら、紐付きと申しまして、これも下着の一種でございます。
So this is called the himotsuki, and this is one types of underwear.
ズボンのように履きまして、膝の下と足首、左右2箇所ずつ4箇所紐で結んで留める仕組みでございます。
So it is like wearing like a trousers, but differences is as you can see the string, you will tie up around the knee and then ankle. So similar to like this.
袴を履くときの下着はこういったものを使います。
So usually the performers or male, the guy are wearing this underwear underneath of hakama, like hakama is this, like a kind of trousers, box trousers.
はい。今日はちょっとお洋服の上なので割愛させていただきます。
So today, just because wearing the trousers, so he just eliminates this process.
はい、では半襦袢に参ります。
So again, hanjuban.
先ほどと一緒で、下着でございます。
So again, this is underwear.
今度は男性の役ですので、襟は抜きません。
So this time, she is going to transform into lion, male. Therefore, there is no like a erinuki, which is previously the color was like pulled back so that the it shows like a more female side of the body, but this time it's hiding and more like a muscular kind of figure she's going to transform into. Berry, go for it.
はい、続いてはこちら。半着付けと申します。
This is called hangitsuke.
先ほどは裾を引いてたので長かったんですが、今度は半分ぐらいの長さでございます。
So the first one, the Fujimusume, has got quite long length, full length. However, this is a kind of almost like a half length.
後で袴を履きますので、下の裾の部分は見えないので短くしてあります。
Because after this process, she's going to wear hakama like a trousers. Therefore, he or she doesn't need any long lengths.
Please watch his forehead during she's
The specific point.
yes 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 please.
How do you feel becoming a lion?
I feel gradually very empowered.
How about the tightness?
I was expecting it to be tighter, but well, it is getting there. But, not as much as I thought.
Good.
はい、続いては帯を締めてまいります。
So next, we will put in the obi on our belt. Mm.
ちょっとよろしいですか、小川さん。
はい。
見てわかる通り、彼女の袖ですね。が、男の袖なので、短いんです。
So as you can see that the Fujimusume has got very long sleeve length.
Can you show us?
So you know that he was like as you recall, the
Yes.
two dresses are like a lily pulling up, but because she is transforming into the getting transformed into the male figure, the sleeves are half size or half length, I should say.
着物の特徴で、その、性別や、年齢や、結婚しているか結婚していないかで着物の、種類も変わってきます。
So one of the features of kimono is that the shapes, lengths, colors would be defined to the age, functions, and also the occasion. So there's so many multiple combinations.
はい、続いてこちら、大口と申します。
This is called okuchi.
袴の一種でございます。
So this is a type of hakama, like
しかし、
Kento-san is wearing.
これ後ろにゴザというものが入っております。非常に硬くなっております。
But inside, there is like a padded mat, not the cotton, the pad mat. So it's quite stiff.
じゃあこのまんま左から足入れてください。はい。はい。
As you can see, once if you wear this type of hakama, it's very difficult to move. But as you can see, my hakama is very soft and light, so I can move freely on stage.
I think again we discussed about the weight of the kimono in total. Do you think it's exceeding 40 kg or it's in total?
In total.
Did you see that, like a big, like a hair wig, and then including that, whole the weight is going to go over 40 kg?
小川さん、ちょっとよろしいですか。
はい
この今見えている金色
はい
の色なんですけれども、これは絵の具で塗っているわけではありません。
So this, you can see there is like a quite vividly decorated with a gold color pattern on the hakama. They are not painted.
です。金色の糸で、織られています。
So basically it's woven with a golden thread. So that's why the weight comes in as well. How are you feeling, Miyuki-san?
You're getting bigger and bigger.
Like a Christmas present. Increasingly difficult to put my hands down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I feel like I need to do this.
So your movement has become restricted.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you okay? Just checking. I have to throw the question to the Dangerous-san, which is the musicians over there. So he's going to explain a little bit about music when this costume is worn on the stage. この衣装の鏡獅子が演じられている時の音楽のご説明をちょっとお願いできますでしょうか。どうも。
そうですね。音楽の、説明ですと、獅子っていうのはすごい、神の使いの、精霊です。
So he's a leading musician, by the way, the Denjiro Tanaka said. And then he's a leading musician on the stage, Kabuki theater. And then he explained that usually the shishi is the messenger from the god, so kind of like a spirit.
なので、最も激しい声を出すので、我々の中でも演奏の中でも一番難しいとされています。
So therefore, in order to deliver the message from the god, so his voice has to be quite powerful and strong. And then the music would be like one of the hardest part that he had to perform on the stage.
歌舞伎のステージで獅子をやるときは演奏家ももう限られた人しか演奏できないです。
So when the Kagamijishi is on the stage, only limited, very experienced musicians, only them on the stage.
はい、ありがとうございます。
では続いてこちら、ハッピーと申します。
This is called happy.
大口を履く時の上着でございます。
So this is like a top coat when particularly when the bottom is the okuchi. Okay. Still there. Still there.
中尾さん、鏡獅子の、説明を少しさせてください。
はい、
鏡獅子はですね、前半は今こちらにいらっしゃる翔太郎さんの着物を着た女性の役から始まりまして、男性、獅子の役に変化して踊る、舞踊劇です。
So Kagamijishi, just talking about a little bit like a storyline of a Kagamijishi. So the first part of the Kagamijishi, basically it's a female is performing on the stage, female figure is performing. And then the second part, that female role is changing into the lion on the stage. Therefore, there's a transformation of the costume throughout the stage. So basically one actor changing the two genders
な
on
の
the
で、
stage.
舞台上にいる役者は、女性的な動きに加えて男性的で力強い動きが必要とされるので、とても、難しい演目の一つとされています。
So the actor has to perform on the stage very feminine movement, feminine facial features or expression in the first part, and the second part it has to perform like a very strong, powerful lion. So this role requires the very, very skilled and those matured, experienced skill of the
performance on the stage. So again, the only selected number of actors can perform this role on the stage.
そしてこれが、女性からライオンに変わる演目で1時間ほどの演目になるので、同時に体力もとても必要な演目になります。
So the whole process, whole the piece is basically 1 hour program. So throughout the one hour, keep performing the different genders with the different actions and the different movements. Therefore, it's very, very demanding, physically demanding role.
これでほぼ完成なんです
So this
か？
is the completion of the
このまんまだと
transformation.
手が出なくて動けないかと思います。このままだと手が出なくて動けないのではないかと思います。
So sometimes the hands cannot move because it's really restricted. Can you move or? Yeah, that's about it. That's
Hi. ここで、かっこよくするために、このように
in order to make look more active and also good looking and also more like can move more functionally.
袖をつると申しまして、
This
腕
process
まくり
this is called sodeotsuru. So basically pulling the sleeves up.
腕まくりをしている。で普段は早く着るためにこれは最初につっておきます。
So normally on the stage process, it's already pulled up. Therefore, I don't do this process in the normal circumstances.
そして大きな動きをしても袖が落ちてこないように針で何箇所か留めておきます。
So usually I sew some of the parts up before the performance, therefore that the sleeves doesn't come down.
はい、どうでしょう。これで完成でございま
So
す。
this is completion.
せっかくですので何かポーズ。
So let's do some pose. Hi.
はい、じゃあ強そうなポーズを。袖を持ってください。このように。こっちです。はい、こうやって持ってください。はい、そうです。広げてください。はい、じゃあ右足上げられますか？
Oh.
お、そうしたらつま先を下に向けてください。はい、ピシッと立って。はい、完成です。
Thank you.
どうもありがとうございました。
はい、ありが
これで
とうございました。But again, we'd like to invite Shotaro-san again on the stage.
So 感想聞きましょう。ぜひお二人の感想を。
はい。感想を聞きましょう。日本語でも大丈夫です。
So let's hear what they feel.
So I think I actually watched the Kabuki performance when I lived in Tokyo at the Kabuki theater, and what I saw is completely renewed by this experience. And it's quite tight and heavy, and which is beyond my imaginations. I feel there's someone like pro wrestler or the Rikishi small wrestler pushing my belly since it started. But I feel great. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Shotaro-san, and thank you very much for waiting for us.
I was going to say I would clap for you, Shotaro, but I can't. Well, first of all, I feel very honored to be wearing these robes. It feels it feels like a great honor because they're so beautiful, and I can't really see obviously the whole of me, but from what I can see here, it looks very beautiful. I feel about 5 times bigger than I actually am. The kind of the padding around my waist feels very tough, like almost like I'm wearing something made of wood, which it may be, I'm not sure. But other than that, yeah, I feel great. I just feel very big. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I can't imagine what it would be if you're wearing the wig as well. Gosh, dance in it, and sing.
For an hour.
For an hour.
Two characters.
2 characters. Yeah. Wow. Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
座ってもらった方がいいね。ここに
あ、立っててもらってもいいですね。
立って大丈夫。OK。
Okay, thank you. We have a few minutes for some questions. If you have any very special occasion, you won't have many opportunities, I don't think, to ask such questions behind the scenes. We have actually a couple of questions on Zoom already. I think this is a question for you, Sakaguchi-san, actually. You attending this event here, do you perform as a woman in Kabuki? I think it comes from what we spoke about earlier, that you were involved in No and Kabuki performances. And if you could speak into the microphone so that the people online as well can hear.
私は歌舞伎は、やったことがありません。役者としてはやったことがありません。今、歌舞伎の俳優でも、女性でも、活躍できるように、動いてはいると思いますが、今のところは、男性だけで、やっています。はい。スタッフとしては女性がいます。
I haven't performed the kabuki. Maybe nowadays the female, the actress or actor getting into the kabuki field, and then also staff. Some of the staffs are becoming more like a female. The staff are joining in.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for that question online. Do we have any questions here? We have a question right in the front. If you could speak into the microphone so that people online can hear as well, please. Thank you.
You spoke about changing the outfit during the performance. How does that happen?
いわゆる公演中に衣装替えをするってどういうふうに起きてるんですか？どういう
普段歌舞伎の公演ですと、例えば15分間の休憩の間に前のお芝居の役から次のお芝居の役にお化粧から衣装まで全部変えることが日常茶飯事でございます。
So normal kabuki theater, between the program, there's a 15-minute interval. And then at that time, change makeup, costume, wig, everything within 15 minutes.
ですので、例えて言うなら F1 のピットインのような感じですぐ。
So if you can imagine, it's like a Formula One and the car racing, and the cars are like going pit in to get the refilled or like a change tires or stuff like that. That kind of activity is going on behind the scene.
あっという間に着替えて次の舞台に俳優さんは向かわれます。
And then the actors change very, very quickly and move on to the next stage.
Thank you. Thank you for your question. Do we have another question? Yes, we have a lot. Maybe if we can go to the very center, please. You could keep your hand up so we know where you are. That's it. Thank you. And you wait for the microphone to come so you can speak into it for online.
So you said that the first costume took by under 5 minutes first to be done before stage. How did it take the same for the second costume, for the lion? Because it's a lot more involved in the first question, for the first costume.
できます。
Yes, I can.
こちらは前の女型の衣装から顔を熊取りをして、こちらの衣装に着替えて出ていきます。ですので、着替える時間はもしかすると5分もないかもしれないです。
So initially this is like a second part costume. So first part of this program is basically female. So within a very, very short amount of time, just to put the like a kumadori, the very, very vivid sort of like a makeup, red one on the face, and then just put this on. So from his point of view, it's much more simpler.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I know that, yes, a hand shot up over there. If you could keep your hand up, please. And yes, thank you.
Actually, I have two questions. First of all, would you say that the audience recognizes the character by the costume?
できるはずです。なぜなら、歌舞伎の衣
Yes,
装、
normally.
Right.
歌舞伎の衣装というのは、役柄を強調して、デザインされたものが非常に多くございます。
So, kabuki costume normally has got distinct design features like this to enhance the character of the personality on the stage. Therefore, it's quite easy to recognize the difference.
藤娘の藤の姓なので、藤の柄がいっぱい至るところに刺繍
So
され
this
ており
is
ます。
like a wisteria made. So that's why therefore there's like a wisteria on the dress.
Sorry, the other half of the other question I had was, now the lady said, someone asked a question about, I didn't quite hear the answer. Are women now playing female roles in Kabuki in Japan?
歌舞伎も女性が活躍できるように活動している方はいますが、なかなか歌舞伎座とかそういったところではまだいらっしゃいません。
So female actor getting into kabuki theater as a female role, but not in a kabuki theater in Ginza. But there is like a movement, or there is a kind of like a tendency or current climate, we should say, and then there is there. Yeah. Hi. Okay, and then Denjiro-san will also answer that question too.
だからバレエでのプリマが男性ではないのと一緒の解釈だと思いますね。
So for example, in a ballet, Western world, the prima donna, prima, is always the female role. So that kind of, the female, prima donna is never be male role, because there's a male role on the supporting side. So that's the set of the kabuki. So it's not going to be changed so quickly or drastically, but we will see.
Okay, thank you. I think we have time for a couple more questions. I have something online as well, so thank you. This is quite somebody who knows a little bit about kabuki already. Some kabuki plays are taken from the No repertoire. For example, Kanjincho. Are the costumes in these plays different from the costumes in the original kabuki plays?
はい、こちらももともとはおのおの衣装から取ったものでございます。
So initially, this costume, even though it's used kabuki, but originally from No theater.
やはりお能の方が歴史がございますので、お能を真似して歌舞伎風にアレンジして作られたものなども多くございます。
So historically, the No established much more earlier than the kabuki. Therefore, the kabuki costume has got lots of attribute from the No theater costume.
はい、なので見た目はもしかしたらわからない方もいらっしゃるかもしれませんが、着せ方などはやはり細かいところが至るところが違ったりいたします。
So maybe just a quick glance, you may not realize, but just how to wear and in a detailed way, there will be a differences between No and also kabuki, even on the same program.
Okay, thank you. I think I have time for one more question. Yes, indeed. Right. Thank you very much.
Hi, hello.
Hello.
Clearly, you are a master in your craft, but what is the challenge that you had behind the stage that you want to share with us?
Master.
I think the question is, surely you master your craft. What is the challenges you have behind this?
挑戦的にこれから難しい部分とかそういうのはありますか？
もうはい、歌舞伎の衣装というのは永遠に、修行の場だと思っております。
Never ending training in a costume or kabuki theater.
完成はございませんので。
So there is no okay, I feel that I achieved. I'm always learning.
常に上を目指しております。
So always try to be the best.
Okay, thank you very much. Good note to end on, maybe, actually. Will you please once again join me in thanking Ōkubo-san, Sakaguchi-san, Watanabe-san. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Denjiro-san, as well. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. And also to our two volunteers, well done, Miyuki and Shotaro. Thank you very much. And of course to our interpreter as well, Mihoko Ogawa-Higgins. Thank you also to everybody who has supported this in conjunction with the exhibition at the Ashmolean Museum in Oxford. And thank you again for everybody here who's joined us at Japan House London, and also those of you online. If you would like to see a recording of this event, it will be archived on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and X platforms belonging to Japan House London. And we will probably send you a feedback form as well after this. If you could fill in that and give us your feedback for these kinds of events, it will help us in the future to conduct more of them. We have for Japan House London, our exhibition, which is open until the 21st of April, Ainu Stories, Contemporary Lives by the Saru River, which is about the Ainu community in Nibutani in southern Hokkaido. We also have a performance on the 1st of December, reimagining Ainu song, an evening with Mayun Kiki, an Ainu singer from Asahikawa originally. And we also continue our film season, which is a focus on Koreeda Hirokazu, with Our Little Sister, and bookings for that open at the end of this month, if you would like to attend. Thank you very much once again to Ōkubo-san, Sakaguchi-san, Watanabe-san, and Denjiro-san, and to Mihoko Ogawa-Higgins and our two volunteers. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.